People from Nottingham and Nottinghamshire have shared their personal stories of overcoming thoughts of suicide or bereavement by suicide. By telling their stories, they aim to show that recovery and remaining hopeful is possible. If you are feeling vulnerable right now, this might not be the right time to watch. Visit www.nottinghamshire.gov.uk/suicide for information on how to access support.
My mum died by suicide. She chose to take her own life, which was a huge shock to me at the time. I had not been seeing my mum as regularly as I used to, but our relationship was still very loving, massively impactful, and a real shock. And I remember my sister coming round to kind of comfort me. And I'm not, kind of lie, I was still in addiction at the time as well. Had a drug addiction that I was trying to sort out, but it was getting the better of me, definitely. But I remember my sister coming round and we cried, and I didn't cry heavily like I thought I would do. I was just bewildered. I was bewildered and couldn't take in what she'd done, really. And I was getting angry quite quickly as well in her decision. It's a cost much more than money, and it's something that you don't really account for in terms of what might happen. I was quite used to her unpredictable behaviour when she was drinking, but I got an understanding of alcoholism as a kid, but then through my own experience of it and years of going to meetings of AA and stuff and working the 12-step program. And at the time I was homeless, so I'd lost everything. I had no clothes. The clothes that I had on, homeless. I'd been eating out of bins. I'd been getting clothes out of skips and so on. Really, I'd dropped out of society. Being sectioned, it was a relief, and also being looked after as well. I had people around me. I had Opportunity Nottingham support, some stuff from NRM, but I was conscious at the time that I had one or two people that were for me. Through my mental health problems, I'd got a CPN. I had a contact with a psychiatrist, doctor, key worker, social worker, and I was thinking to myself, this is kind of like forming a bit of a team almost. And I felt as though I was being invested in. So I wasn't addressing grieving as much as I later began to do, but it was a kind of not avoidance, it was a distraction as well. So I was starting to see things going forward rather than going back all the time. To where I am at now, clean and sober, I've just got a council flat for the first time, 1-bedroomed, ground floor flat, which is lovely with a garden, somewhere where I could perhaps stay for now, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's come at the back end of a lot of work I've done and the support that I've had through a team of different people. The more I get away from the familiarity of what's gone on and get more used to what's going on now, things are getting easier. So yeah, I've got a lot of gratitude towards the support that I've had through different organisations. Changing Futures, which is what I'm presently involved with, has been really, really great. It's given me more purpose and meaning. Getting things together, and yeah, I'd say it's one thing at a time, isn't it? But there's no magic wand and there's no easy, softer way sometimes. And if you're choosing life, or making a go of it, it's not just going to happen by itself or by mistake. I've had to own quite a lot of stuff that I was perhaps avoiding. I know it's not just accountability, but taking responsibility, I suppose, and making decisions, not just saying I've got choices. Choices to me are quite frustrating and useless, really, unless you make the decision. I feel very fortunate and grateful. I think gratitude's been a massive thing, and realising that that's an action and not taking for granted life so much, I definitely had I had people on board. I had a team of people around me, but it wasn't just happening by mistake or error. it was a two-way street, and I think it is. If you get your side of the street clean, own it, get, sense of authority almost. But I know for 100% I wouldn't have been able to do this on my own. And I'm not kind of blowing my own trumpet. I do feel very fortunate and grateful, genuinely, you know. And it's great to be in a position where I feel hopeful. I feel alive. I feel life again. Really, sun's back out, a bit of sunshine. No, so no, I can't say that enough.
For more information and details of support services, visit www.nottinghamshire.gov.uk/suicide. For immediate support, call Samaritans on 116 123.